What is going on YouTube? Rockley AC here to do an update. Past couple weeks I've been MIA and I was really trying to go to the last Jonin in Michigan. Unfortunately me and my team were not able to make it. So I was really upset. I was planning on running my Tailed Beast deck. I don't know exactly what decks ran, but I knew mostly, Team Michigan team beat to death, and a couple of the guys down there were the main ones who were down there. I think if you guys follow the Bandai forums, it was Sharingan Air and All Anime got third, Tyler, and I don't know how the rest of everybody else did. But yeah, I wish I came down there because it was one of the last jumps, and unfortunately, sorry Jonas, I was unable to go through, and yeah, but surprisingly a couple more players showed up at our locals, so we have a still pretty healthy base. Players, about 6 to 10 players that still play. So if you guys are watching this and you live around Chicago, Milwaukee, or the suburbs of Gurnee, we meet up every Monday. Extreme Games, they move into a huge place. It's kind of a bummer because this will be a perfect place for a Jonin. I think they seat up to 300 people, so it's a huge building that they moved a couple doors next down to their older shop. So unfortunately, Naruto's dead, but there are a lot of people that are still playing, and right now we're still playing currently block format. Sets 22 through 28, and we were probably thinking about extending it to 19. All depends on the players. But yeah, I'm gonna do a deck profile. I wanted to test something out. You guys could fast forward this because I do a lot of talking in the beginning anyways. But yeah, I just wanted to test something out. I wanted to revisit the old Cruz Control deck because I figured that was one of the most craziest decks in last year's format. So shoutouts to Jovad Cruz. I wanted to make a deck similar to it in terms of draw power and all that stuff. Not too many loops, definitely not. It's not as good of a deck as it was, but I can't really call it Cruz Control 2.0. But I guess, since I'm sure Jovad out there has stopped and just continued with Yu-Gi-Oh, I believe. I just decided to test it out and see how it goes. But yeah, there's a lot of elements from Cruz Control, but it's not necessarily, I guess, the main thing. But yeah, it revolves around Earth and Wind, and I feel like Earth with Mind Transfer is still really powerful. Splashed in Tail Beast Bomb, and I took those jutsus and clashed them together, and they worked pretty well, and they did well at my locals. So yeah, comments after. Let's start off with 3 Shikamaru Outwit. One of the best 0 drops in the game, 4 mental power, target for Shika's decision. 2 Sasuke, he's a 5-0. You could swing with him off element, but he's just really good not to run. 2 Chojis. He gets stronger every time you give your opponent battle words. I don't really run too many offensive ninjas, so he becomes a beef stick later in the game. And 2 Hotarus. Draws and discards. 2 mental power, helpful. And last 2, Sakura. She's really helpful overall. She could go into mental power, which is kind of a small thing that I do with her. Just to annoy people with mental, and choose targets for a couple things that I use in here. 1-drops. I ran 1 of each of these Enos. Of course, this is Stalwart against Rush, which is a weak against this deck, or I'm weak against that deck. And Eno Childhood because limit to 1, and maximize user for Mind Transfer. 2 Karens, because Karen helps heal my ninjas, and I do run the small Futaba drawing engine, so if I heal a ninja, if I have Futaba Client out in play, I get to draw a card when it's triggered. She just helps keep my ninjas healthy. It's also good if you decided to play in this block format with people discarding and filling up their discard pile to set up for stuff. One Mabui. I like her because she's 3 mental power. I run Sokka's decision, so if I injure her, I draw 3 on turn 2. She also filters out my discard pile. I run the 10-10. I run this 10-10 that gets back my tail beast bombs. So she could filter the tail beast bombs into my shock area, pick it up with 10-10 later. It's always a possibility. Yeah, last one drop 10-10. This card is so good. Shout outs to all the people who ran Fangs Rush Tail Beast combos, because that deck is just nuts. And this card just made it 10 times better. This helps you kind of loop, and this card saves me, a lot of games, just because you could pick up your tail beast bombs and just reuse it every single turn, every time she's out to battle, and you typically generate a lot of shocker in this deck. So 10-10 lets you pick up 1 or 2 random colorless and just use it, and you don't have to worry about her getting damaged because you do have some healing ninjas. Aside from Karen, run 2. I ran 1 Kabuto. I like him a lot just because he does a lot more than you think. At the end of your turn, I could pay 1 to heal, and it's a 1 random, so I could pay those random Sasuke's and off-element cards from my shock area or my tail beast bombs to go back to my shock area, heal a ninja, and again, if I have Futaba out, that's a small drawing engine in itself. Ino Chowda is also a draw engine, for those who don't know the combo already by now. 3 drops. 3 two-tails. Don't really need 3, but he's just there to maybe potentially move up my turn marker if I draw another one. And he's Earth symbol, so he helps fulfill the requirements. And he's a user of Tail Beast Bomb. Use my Tail Beast +1 if they're attacking by themselves. Next one, Sakura Haruno from the new set. This card is amazing. Basically, you could use her effect during mission phase, either mission phase. You move 1 ninja card and either player's discard pile or shocker area to the bottom of the deck. Then you could injure or heal target ninja with the same name with that moved card. This card I felt like could have seen a lot of play later on in block format where so many decks are playing similar ninjas. This is especially good against Cells, Tears and Rebirth, Fangs Rush, Naruto Revitalize. A lot of cards that are going to be in the discard pile through your opponents. You could just move that to the bottom of the deck, and if you're playing that same ninja, I mean, I have a lot of Earth ninjas that people play, like Sheikah, Choji, and if they're injured, I could heal, and then I could get a heal off I could get a draw card out of Futaba, or I could discard their shocker area if I see a card that I have. She's just really versatile. You could just read this card over and over again. You could find so many combos with her. She's just really good for decks that have a lot of mirror match, and she's 3 mental power, which is good also. You could injure her and then heal her again with Futaba, but her effect is just great. I mean, you could do so many things. You could just keep your ninjas healthy like that, so her and herself is definitely a good medical ninja, just to keep healing. 4 drops. 2 Shizune. She's great to stall, especially if people have big teams and my ninjas aren't that big to begin with. Like if I have my Sakura, my Sheikah, or 2 Tails, and I don't really have a big team. You pay 1 wind during their phase, and you get to heal the target. It's not mandatory, so that ninja cannot be sent out to battle. But yeah, she prevents those big ninjas from attacking, especially good with the Revitalize, because people rely on Yamato and First Hokage from attacking with Spontaneous. You could just sit on that. 1 Kurenai, of course, for you put in play. 5 drops. 1 Deidara Fire Wrath. Wins games. 1 Seven Tails, also wins games, user of Tail Beast Bomb. Last drops. 1 First Hokage and 1 Second Tsuchikage. Has Mastery, Mind Transfer over and over again. Not over and over again, but I could just use Mastery's effect, get 2 BRs back to my hand, reshuffle because I'm usually discarding a lot. And Second Tsuchikage also wins games. If they don't have a 6 drop to block, it's game, pretty close to game. I'll start with missions because that's how I usually do my deck profiles. 3 Never Ending Love. This card is broke as heck. I don't run craft totem missions. I mean, I run 11, but some people run like 12, 13, 14. But you only need, you know, very few draws in this kind of deck, especially if you have this card. And just turn 1 is so broke. You draw 3 cards, and it's just such a good card. That card was going to definitely be hit with something. 3 Chica's Decision, search for anything. Get that extra draw, get your curve. 3 Indomitable Strengths. This card is so good in this deck, or even, you know, decks that you want to rely on this stuff. Okay, so it's a permanent 3, lasts for 3 turns, target 1 female ninja. The target gets +2 combat, +2 entrance cost, and +2 mental power. And when the target wins any victory or battle award, you get to draw a card on top of that. So with my deck, it has a lot of synergy with Futaba and drawing cards and getting all these pluses. And on top of that, it gives my ninjas +2 mental power. And usually I like to play a nominal strength before I hit my other mission, which is Sakura's Decision. Sakura has a 3 mental power. So you have your turn 0 Sakura, play Indomitable Strengths on 2, drop Sakura's Decision on turn 3, 4, 5, you injure your Sakura, you draw 5. Just because you target that and you get +2 mental power. I also run a couple other more female ninjas, and later in the game, this card is good with Tetragram. You're pumping up your female ninjas who are entrance cost, 4, like Shizune and Kurenai, and you just pump them up. It's just so good. +2 mental power, +2 entrance cost. It's just really, really good. Not much to say. Sakura's Decision. I have a couple ninjas that are 3 mental power. Could be bumped up to more. And yeah, Jutsus. 3 mind transfer. One of the best Jutsus. Second best Jutsu, I'll say. With this being the first. 3-tail Beast Bomb. This is the best Jutsu in the current block format. Keep quoting that, sorry guys. The current block format, just because it's so good. It just has so much versatility, and it doesn't target, and it's just freaking broke. Pick it up with 10-10 and reuse it over. It's just stupid. Last 2 Jutsus. Tetragram. Jutsu can be negated, entrance cost 5 or more. So I have plenty of users, aside from my, 7 Tails, Deidara, second Tsuchikage, first Hokage. I also have my female ninjas who could be pumped up with an Indomitable Strength with those entrance costs. So really, really good. It's my backup Jutsu in case somebody's rushing me or if I need some extra BRs. And 2 Futaba, just for the draw engine. When I heal one or more injured ninjas, draw a card. Side deck was kind of based on my meta in the locals, so my meta has a lot of earth in our locals and some rush. So it's kind of based on that. Somebody 1 or 2 play tail beasts. So yeah, I ran 2 self conversations. That's general. You should run that. 2 overwhelming hunger because some people play tail beasts and gammas and pakuns in my meta, so this is good for that. Discard, and it's good because you get to heal the user, so it really helps my deck overall. 2 Koharu against Rush. Koharu is definitely a good sideboard if people are deciding what to side. If you're running a mental deck or any deck that's not Fire Lightning, pretty much side Koharu. 1 Shimon for put in plays. I don't really reinforce a lot of ninjas, so when people are putting in play like Inkfishes or reinforcements like Heretical Icon, those Fire Lightning ninjas, he's really good for that. So Yetsu, turn off effects, he's a must in any sideboard. 1 Pakun because 2 people, one person plays a straight mental power deck, so that could be really annoying. Pakun shuts that down for a good amount of turns. And 1 Obito, just in case people are running, crazy jutsus that I just can't overcome. So yeah, reinforcement is just all the mind transfer ninjas, pretty much. But yeah, that's kind of the point of the deck, I guess, is just draw a whole bunch of cards, mind transfer, tail beast spawn, which are the best jutsus in the game right now. Take advantage of those. Just heal plus and touchogram if you need to. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Stay tuned for more stuff to be uploaded. Like I've been saying, I'd still continue to post up deck profiles and trade binder updates and matches. So if you guys are still getting into the game, hey, just forward this video to a lot of people, or forward my other videos and let them know that, you know, I'll still be playing for the next, you know, at least a good month or two for now, at least, at my locals. So hit me up, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, YouTube.